Hello everyone who's tuning in on the Mr. Tien channel. We're starting a brand new week, and this time it seems autumn truly wants us to feel every shade of its gentle yet unpredictable personality. Autumn sunshine still lingers, though with a touch of clouds and mist. This week, the sky will still bless us with plenty of golden autumn sunlight, no longer the fierce, blazing rays of summer, but a soft, tender warmth, like a thin blanket gently draped over the streets. Overall, the temperature is mild and pleasant, and although not particularly warm, it remains slightly above average for this time of year, especially during this afternoon. The morning begins under a somewhat gloomy sky, particularly over Scotland and the eastern parts of England. Thick layers of gray clouds stretch across the horizon, accompanied by light rain or drizzle, as if the sky itself is sighing in the cool autumn air. But don't worry, these showers will quickly fade away, giving way to clearer intervals, sometimes even brightened up by a few beams of sunlight sneaking through the clouds. In western Scotland, the weather will be a bit more rebellious. Scattered showers may appear unexpectedly and vanish just as swiftly. Meanwhile, Shetland will remain rather cloudy, its sky somewhat somber, perhaps the one place that will hold on to autumn's gloom a bit longer than the rest of the country. Scattered showers over Wales and the West, just says. As the day goes on, a few light showers may visit West Wales, southwest England, and later spread toward Northern Ireland. At this point, the clouds will thicken layer by layer, as though the sky is preparing for a graceful afternoon rain performance. However, most parts of England will stay dry and bright, allowing you to enjoy a beautiful autumn day filled with golden sunshine and cool breezes. Though the early autumn warmth has faded, temperatures around 15 to 16 Celsius are still comfortably mild, just right for stepping out with a light jacket. The wind today is gentle and pleasant, carrying the faint earthy scent of damp soil and the subtle aroma of fallen leaves. Still, if you're near the western coast, be prepared for slightly stronger gusts this evening, especially as the rain from Northern Ireland drifts toward western Scotland, bringing a crisp, at times chilly, atmosphere. Autumn night. Quiet, mild, and touched by fog. For much of England and Wales, tonight will be dry and rather pleasant, perfect for a peaceful walk or simply sitting by the window with a hot cup of tea, listening to the autumn wind whisper outside. But over in the west, rain clouds will begin to build up, especially over Northern Ireland. Some showers will drift towards southwestern Wales and the far southwest of England overnight. Meanwhile, the Midlands and eastern parts of England will remain dry and calm. Here, the light winds and still air could allow patches of fog to form, thin veils of mist gently lying across the fields. And if you step outside, you'll truly feel the authentic chill of autumn. Not freezing, but enough to make your hands long for warmth. Tonight's temperatures will drop to around 7 to 8 degrees Celsius in urban areas, a little lower in the countryside. It will feel noticeably colder than recent nights, though not quite cold yet. In the west, thanks to more clouds and stronger winds, temperatures will stay above 10 degrees Celsius, creating an interesting contrast between the two halves of the country. The next morning, a muted start, but still some light rain. Tomorrow morning, Northern Ireland, West Wales, and West Scotland will begin the day under thick clouds and a somewhat dull atmosphere, with occasional lingering rain. In contrast, eastern England may see soft sunshine or light mist drifting lazily over the fields, a scene so typically English, calm, and beautifully autumnal. The rain band will move slowly, sometimes splitting into smaller waves that ripple gently across the weather map. This means rain could linger longer over areas like southwest England, Wales, or the Midlands, making the afternoon there damp and somewhat heavy. Of course, there's still some uncertainty about the exact position of this rain front. It could shift further east or retreat westward. But wherever you are, you'll still find dry moments, when the clouds part just enough for the autumn sun to shine through the golden leaves. Afternoon and weekend, rain returns, but the air stays mild. As the afternoon progresses, rain will fade away from Scotland and Northern Ireland, leaving behind clearer skies and perhaps even a hazy sunset along the horizon. Most of southeastern England will stay dry, though cloud cover will increase gradually by evening. Even as the rain comes and goes, temperatures will remain mild. Not as warm as earlier in the week, but still a bit above average for this time of year. It's the kind of week where the weather feels just right. Not hot, not cold. The perfect backdrop to slow down and appreciate the quiet beauty of autumn. In conclusion, a Sunday full of feeling. And so this Sunday may be wet for some areas, depending on the position of the main rain front. If you're in the west or near the meeting point of two air masses, expect more rain. But if you're in the southeast, you might be lucky enough to enjoy a dry, sunlit day. Either way, autumn is in full bloom everywhere. In the light rain tapping softly on the window, in the sunlight glimmering on the treetops, and in the gentle chill of the morning air. Enjoy these final days of autumn, because soon the winter wind will come knocking, carrying with it the first breath of the cold season ahead. And you know what? Today, we've got a story that sounds familiar, but it's actually quite strange. Oh my gosh, where has all the frost gone? That's right, it's already November, and yet many places across the UK still haven't seen a bit of frost on their car windows in the morning. What? Could it be that winter has gone missing? Stay with me, because in today's video, we're going to find out why it's been so warm lately, how long this mild spell might last, and if there's any chance of seeing sparkly snow later this month. Let's get started. Where's the frost? So, first question, have we seen any frost yet? And the answer is, some places have, but not many at all. Sounds a bit odd, right? But in reality, fewer than 20% of weather stations across the UK have reported frost so far this autumn. That's too few, isn't it? Normally, by now, plenty of places would already be shivering, but this year the weather's like, nah, chill, I'm not cold yet. And that tells us one thing. This year has been significantly warmer than average, especially down south, where last year people were already scraping frost off their windshields by this time. But this year, wake up early, open the door, you'll see fog, but no frost. Temperatures warmer than warm. Now let's talk about temperatures. This part's really interesting. If you've heard the term Indian summer, that sort of late summer vibe, well, that's exactly what we've been having. Take a look at this chart. If you're watching on YouTube, I've put it right up here. The dotted line is this year. The black line is the long-term average. See that? September started off warm, then in mid-October, it climbed again. It's like a weather roller coaster. Up, down, up again, and then whoosh! Early November shot up even more. Seriously, the first 6 days of November have been among the warmest ever recorded. Bonfire night that isn't cold? Doesn't that just feel wrong? Usually you'd be shivering while holding your marshmallow stick, but now it's more like, why is it so warm? I'm not exaggerating. The data shows the average temperature is several degrees above normal. And what's even more interesting is that it's not just daytime. Nights have been unusually mild too. The reason? Clouds keeping the heat in. So you might be wondering, wait, why are nights so warm? The answer lies in the clouds. October was ridiculously cloudy. Thick clouds, gray clouds, dark clouds, you name it. And clouds, as you know, act like a big blanket. They trap the heat, preventing it from escaping into space. So when night falls, it just doesn't get that cold. That's why the minimum temperatures are even more skewed than the averages. Simply put, the nights haven't been anywhere near as cold as they should be. And as we step into November, the cloudy mood continues, so it still feels like late September. Short-term forecast, rain, sunshine, and surprises. Now on to the part everyone's waiting for. What's coming next? Right now, there's a band of rain moving from the southwest across the UK. So tonight and into Saturday, the country's basically split in two. Northeast, cloudier, with a bit of drizzle bezel. Southwest, clearer skies, cooler, more pleasant off. Tomorrow morning, many places will wake up to bright skies and gentle sunshine. In fact, Saturday's looking like the best day of the week. If you're heading out to see fireworks, perfect timing. But hey, don't get too comfortable, because rain's coming back on Sunday. Yep, Sunday looks like the wettest day of the week. Most of the country could see several heavy showers, especially out west. So if you've got picnic or travel plans, better squeeze them in on Saturday. New airflow. Is it going to get cold? After the weekend, things start to shift a bit. There's a new westerly airflow pushing in, bringing wind, rain, and a little bit of excitement. A low-pressure system is hanging around near the UK, kind of like, hey, mind if I crash your weather party? So by Tuesday and Wednesday next week, there's a good chance of some heavy, localized rain, especially across central and northern areas. However, the weather models don't all agree just yet. Some say the low will stay farther west, meaning the rain might not be as bad as it looks. So basically, yes, there will be rain, but nothing storm level, okay? And cold? Not really yet. The winds are still coming from the southwest, so it's staying mild, warmer than average. Late November. Any chance of snow? Now for the part everyone's waiting for. Is there going to be snow? From mid-November onward, the ECMWF model, that's the European Weather Center, shows high pressure gradually shifting northward. If that happens, cold northeasterly winds could flow in, bringing cooler air. And that's the golden setup for true winter vibes. Easterly winds, drier air, and possibly a touch of snow up north. But hey, it's not a sure thing yet. If the high pressure settles right over the UK, we might just get dull, foggy, cloudy days. Cold in the day, but mild at night. So the average temperatures could still be a few degrees above normal, but it feels colder because of the lack of sunshine. In short, warm start, mild middle, cooler toward the end. Snow? Not quite yet, but don't give up hope. And that's the big picture for the UK through these early weeks of November. Honestly, I can't even remember the last time November felt this warm. Maybe nature's just warming up, literally, before unleashing real winter later on. What do you think? Do you prefer this kind of mild, cozy weather? Or are you waiting for that sharp winter chill with snowflakes falling everywhere? Drop your thoughts down below. If you found this video useful or entertaining, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update whenever the sky decides to switch moods again. Thanks for watching till the end. See you in the next video where the weather will probably make us say, oh, come on, what's it up to now? Have a wonderful day.